Why you shouldn't short biotech stocks? We're going to look at that in today's video. And we are going to do it with our classic analysis of the best biotech stocks of the week. Welcome to Taxi Biotech, a program to learn about news and developments in the world of biotechnology and to learn and understand its impact on the stock market. The stock data I show here reflects the performance of the companies or the clinical trials and does not constitute any investment recommendation. This is purely entertainment. The best biotech stock of the week was Capricor Therapeutics. It presented results from its phase 3 trial for Duchenne muscular dystrophy, which met the primary and secondary endpoints. And the shares initially skyrocketed by almost 500%. There were many doubts about this company and that the phase 3 results could be positive. And there were famous accounts that had taken short positions. All those accounts were liquidated. I am not here to laugh at them or mock their losses. In fact, it's something that bothers me a lot in the comments of Twitter. Laughing and mocking other people's losses. I don't like it. Here on this channel we don't get into controversies, we just look for the results. In the case of this particular user, who is quite well known on Twitter, it shows us how a short position can destroy an entire portfolio. Now this guy doesn't care. He stands there in his bathrobe in front of the camera with his $260,000 account liquidated, and he doesn't give a damn. But you have to understand very well that with a short position you can only gain 100%. However, if there is a revaluation of this magnitude overnight, and it's not rare in biotech, it liquidates your entire account. Some people are saying he should have placed a stop loss around here, but you cannot put a stop loss here because it jumps directly from $6 to 22. So there is no stop loss that can save you. There are people on Twitter complaining that the results are not credible, that the error bars are exactly the same, and yes, this is pretty strange, and they might be right, but sometimes you shouldn't trust 100% of what they say in a press release either. But as I said before, we are here for the results, and the result is that if you were short, your account here were liquidated. There is no point in debating it further. Move on and let's talk about something else. Anyway, we should thank Martin for bringing biotechs to so many people and for providing liquidity to this market. We need this liquidity. The takeaway I get from all of this is biotechnology gives us many opportunities to find upward revaluation of that 500%. And that is why we analyze them here every week. What is the need to bet short with the risk that it implies? On August 29th, I published what my biotech stock portfolio was going to be until the end of the year. Crinetics, MBX, and Mereo. And they have had revaluations of more than 150%, 60%, and 20%. Do you need more? More excitement? What we do here is already risky. The other thing is just one more backflip. By the way, Capricor did a 150 million stock offering at the current price and the stock assimilated it quite well. And we turn the page and move on with Polyrizon. We have a 400% rise in two well-differentiated stages due to several news items that we are going to comment on. This company develops nasal and mucosal adhesion products. The first news is that they say they were scaling up their manufacturing, moving from producing their product on a small scale to a large scale. Well, it's a necessary big step to start clinical trials. But well, if you want to get into clinical trials and you are a pharmaceutical company, I think this should be expected. Then the next day they released another press release where they told us that they had compared the product that is currently on the market with their product in a rabbit cell model. And Polyrizon product after 30-minute wash period had more residual fluorescence, which means it had greater mucosal binding. I don't know, guys. It doesn't seem like a big deal to me. I study in rabbit cells with a wash and measure by fluorescence to determine that these products adheres more to a nasal mucosa in humans. What do you think? And last piece of news is that they told us that they could potentially redefine the new generation of nasal products. And then the press release doesn't say anything else beside the potential market it would have. Well, honestly, I don't see it as deserving a 400% increase. It is true that the capitalization of this company is very low, only 30 million. So before this news, it could have been around 3 million. And any news can make it take off. So given that, I don't think the news is that significant. So should we short it? After today's video, we should know this niche is too crazy for us to be even crazier. And look, in pre-market is down 16%. But guys, it's very difficult to take those risks, shorting some positions. You should do it very, very carefully because your account is in play. So that's ends for today's video. See you next time. Goodbye.